Sorry, the internet. Hello everyone. Sorry, the internet apparently is not that good. Oh, so many things happened yesterday. My computer stopped working, so I improvised with another one and another room. Let's see if we can do that easy from now. Okay, so now we have more people. Cool. Hello, Sophia. I'm glad that you could come. Kirsty's still here. Yay. I don't know. I have no idea how the recording will be because of this dropout. So let's see later on. Hello, Brenda, Joanna. So people, if you want to just say, I want to keep very interactive as much as possible. So if you just say hello and say if you use oils or not and how you find out about the webinar and what you're expecting from this one. So I was talking the first one. I'll try to keep it short now. So I'll talk a little bit of my mission and why I'm here and a little bit of my background. So I was a very, very anxious baby and kid when I was 13 because of stress, anxiety, and I got sick. So my immune system was not healthy. And then I took medicines that I was allergic to and I didn't know. So I spent 1.5 weeks subconscious. Among those days, 3 I was in hospital doing several exams. And the conclusion was that was just this combination of things. So I got depression, a short period of depression while I was in this effect of the medicines. And I was already in my wellness journey before that. I was already doing lots of physical exercise, dance, music, different things. I was quite joyful since a kid, and dance is part of me. But after that, I started to be more intrigued and fascinated about psychology and wellness and health. So lots of things that I know nowadays are my passions and I incorporate in my work because were things that helped myself to bring my wellness to the next level. And I saw lots of other people doing the same thing by those methods. So I decided to combine in an appropriate way different methods to create this Rock and Fly method, program, and lifestyle. So nowadays I'm a wellness connector, owner of Harmonia Pilates. So check my Facebook page, Harmonia Pilates. Harmonia is ARMONEA. And also my personal Facebook, Larissa SR Pombo, POMBO. And I'll put my phone again. So it's 61 Australia and then 0411215401. Cool. So tonight we'll talk. So the Rock and Fly method is this appropriate combination of Pilates with chromotherapy or color therapy, the essential oils, EFT, emotional freedom techniques, also as known as tapping or psychological acupressure, which is another story, whole food nutrition, and I combine all of them to enhance the benefits of each of them and fill some gaps. So my mission is to help people, especially time poor people, to embrace self-care, to bring their wellness to the next level and achieve realistic results and enjoy the path. So it's not, I don't have the mentality of no pain, no gain. I understand that sometimes we need pain to have gain, but not always. And that's why we are here to enjoy some essential oils and incorporate in our day by day. So Sophie, I know that uses essential oils. Yay. Percy as well. What about other people there? Brenda and Joanna. Hopefully you can interact with us as well. So feel free to make questions anytime. I'll try to make it as fun as possible, not too long, and interactive and fun, and let's go for it. So, okay, sorry about this time that I'm a little bit late because we dropped out. That's fine. So, first of all, what are essential oils? Anyone there? So essential oils are the highly volatile compounds, chemical compounds, natural chemical compounds that naturally occur in plants. And they are like the immune system of the plants. They also have a role in pollination and the defense of the plant and makes the plant survive. So one example of an experience of essential oil that maybe you already had, not in the bottle, but when you smell a flower, the smell of the flower, this smell comes from the volatile compounds of the flower of the plant. If you crunch a herb or a bark or part of the plant, and comes this smell. Or for example, when you open a citrusy fruit and that something goes in your eye, and oh my god, that part of the peel of the citrus fruits, that liquid that comes out and burn your eyes. Another example of essential oils. doTERRA is a company that created a better quality, let's say, to qualify the essential oils. So they can't be with any fillers to be considered essential oils. So they are purely the aromatic compounds of the plants and also potent. So lavender, for example, that we'll talk later on, it's only from the flower, not any part of the plant that smells good, but that has the highest therapeutic grade. So the most benefits for our health and wellness. Any questions? I'll give an example of the potency of essential oils. One of my favorites, it's the favorite of my partner, peppermint. One drop of it has all the chemical compounds in one drop, equivalent of around 28 cups of peppermint tea. So it's very, very concentrated, and I can't imagine someone having more than 10 cups of peppermint tea, but it's quite easy to have one or more drops of peppermint tea, of peppermint essential oil, sorry. So that's an idea of how strong they are and how potent they are and how beneficial they are. We can use them in 3 ways. So topically, in your skin, aromatically, so you can put in your hand and then smell it, or diffuse. And in a diffusion, we always say to not burn the oils. So always ultrasonic technology, so it will not heat the oil. Otherwise, you can lose lots of properties, or even some oils can become toxic once you heat them or achieve a temperature. So, nope. And so topically, aromatically, and also internally. When the essential oil is food grade or beyond, which is doTERRA quality, you can, most of them, consume them internally. So you can put in your smoothie, in your water, in your salad dressing, in your food. We just recommend to not heat. And also, if you're doing a smoothie, for example, you blend it, or sauce, blend it, and in the end, you put the essential oil and just stir. Now, for example, in my water, I have 2 drops of lime essential oil, which is one of my favorites. It comes from Brazil and reminds me home, the smell and taste, and helps me ground because of that. It's very good for respiratory health as well. And 1 drop of is Smart & Sassy, the metabolic blend, which I have every day. Okay, so let's go to the next point about why doTERRA. So I started to talk a little bit about the quality of doTERRA, and let's talk a little bit more. So they are safe, they are pure, because they have this quality that doTERRA created, which is the CPTG, which means that they test the oils several times, every batch, from the beginning, the plant, till the bottle, several times. And if that plant, that time, it's not in the pattern that they want, the potency, the purity, they don't do the oil. So that's why sometimes we have oils that are not the entire year. Most of them are, but tangerine, for example, there's a oil that we don't have. So the difference between different oils. We have here, I can show you a little bit. So synthetic, they study the essential oil naturally, and then in lab they recreate it, which for the body, it's quite difficult to recognize and really use that. So sometimes they even can smell okay, but they don't have the therapeutic benefits. The smell will remind you of something. Food grade, food grade, and then which is general, okay to consume. But I don't know about you, I'm not okay with general. And then like every processed food with lots of things that are not healthy are food grade, so yeah. Then we have the therapeutic ones that are natural, but they can contain, they are not necessarily organic, and they also can contain a lot of fillers and not necessarily using the best part of the plant. And another detail that doTERRA really does is that they use the plant usually from their indigenous place. So where the plant comes from, where it's usually this plant thrives and grows better and creates this highest therapeutic grade. So if we talk about lavender again, lots of people say that they are allergic to lavender, but actually they are allergic to the camphor that lavender produces in other places that it's not France. That is where lavender comes from, or another couple of countries in Europe. So if you buy essential oil that comes from another place, for that lavender survive, it adapts, and then most of those lavender plants in other places, they produce a lot of camphor, and not the healthy one, another type of camphor. So lots of people that have reaction with lavender react badly because of the camphor, not the lavender. And the tricky part is that lavender is calming and soothing, but camphor is the opposite. It's uplifting. So it's not a very good combination. Okay, so another thing that's very important to have in mind is that there's no magic pills. Sorry if you're looking for one, but we have to take responsibility for our health and make sure that we are adding the essential oils to a healthy lifestyle. Of course, if you don't have and you put essential oils in your life, it will improve. But to really achieve and embrace this wellness journey, you need to manage stress, rest properly, eat as the best possible way that you can, exercise, and also to reduce toxic load, and also support your body to eliminate the toxins that are inevitable to have contact with. Have informed self-care, and very important, proactive medical care. So help the doctors help you, okay? Let's talk about the essential oils, the 10 bestseller ones, which are part of 2 enrollment kits. So in the end, I'll talk a little bit about how you can get your oils. And now we'll talk about these 10 essential oils that are amazing. Okay, so first, peppermint. I already talked about a little bit of it. In webinar, it's quite tricky because you don't have the oils. Most of people, when they're online, I don't know which oils you have, or if you have or not. So if you have, please grab them and smell them, or do different things that I would suggest. So I'll read a little bit about peppermint, okay? So peppermint comes from US. It has menthol, so that's why it has this refreshing feeling in your skin, and when you smell it, cooling, refreshing, uplifting. It invigorates lungs. It's very supportive for your respiratory health and system, not only digestion, but also breathing. Open your airways, okay? So calms the stomach, and it's also very effective for decrease head tension. Some people say to use in your temples. Actually, it's not in your temples. And if you do that, even diluted, your eyes will water. So actually, it's a little bit here. You can feel that's a little bit softer here. That you have your vein there that goes to your brain. So around here, you can put your peppermint to help these head tensions, these occasionally head tensions. So it also helps to increase alertness and focus. It's great to study. So rosemary, it's not in this kit, but rosemary and peppermint and lemon are the best ones to study, to focus. And also peppermint and rosemary are the best ones to with your memory. So if you study with peppermint, diffusion peppermint, for example, and then you have an exam, you smell the peppermint before the test and help you to bring back everything that you studied. So yeah, I use a little bit of peppermint before the webinar. And yeah, because of the menthol, it cools your body. So you can use the bottom of your feet for a general well-being. It's very good when it's very hot. I like to put in a spray bottle and spray. It's like very cooling and refreshing. In your water, in your smoothie, with smoothies with chocolate. It's so amazing. Like my favorite essential oils with chocolate are peppermint, wild orange, and lavender. And actually, hello, Carmen. That's all right. The combination of peppermint and wild orange is just heaven. So definitely go for it. Try it. Okay, second oil, lavender. So I already talked a little bit of lavender. So I love this one. It's so versatile. Lemon, peppermint, and lavender are super versatile and super affordable essential oils. This one comes from France, and they only use the flower, because if you crunch the leaves or all the parts, the roots, everything, all the plant of lavender, it will smell lavender. But if you do that, you don't achieve the highest therapeutic grade possible. So that's why lavender of doTERRA, it smells a little bit different. To be honest, in the beginning I was like, this is not the smell of lavender that I know. But I knew that was the most therapeutic thing that I could have from lavender. And nowadays I got used to it and I just love it. And actually it's probably one of the essential oils that I use the most. I like to put in my pillow before sleep and to diffuse it before sleep. You can put in the bottom of your feet. And actually another very effective thing to do before sleep is having internally. If you don't like the taste of it, you can have in a veg capsule. Come back to peppermint, sorry. I forgot to suggest you to really experience this opening your airways. One cool thing that you can do is pouring one drop in your hand, and then with your thumb, even less than a drop, and then you put in the roof of your mouth, in the soft part in the back of your mouth, and then we'll do like that. It's super cool, opens everything, and immediately gives this sensation of cooling, opening your airways, and gives this alertness and focus. It's super cool. And if you have water on top of it, even more. Awesome. Okay, coming back to lavender, sorry. So I'll read a little bit more about it. It's so good. If you have your oils there, please go for it. Yeah, Carmen, that was peppermint, the experience with the roof of your mouth. And now we are coming back to lavender, the second oil that we are talking about today. So it's from France, only the flower. It contains linalool, which is the soothing element, the calming element, the chemical compound, the natural chemical compound that helps you to, okay, relax a little bit. So this one is the most versatile oil and to your skin. So it soothes your irritated skin. If you have it for beauty and healthy and health in general for your skin. That's okay if you put lavender there, that's fine. But usually people don't like the taste of lavender, sorry. The peppermint will give you this opening airway sensation. Okay, Kirsty, sorry about that. I came back to peppermint. You got it now? Cool. So lavender, excellent for skin. If you have any bee stings, for example, and insect bites, it's great to calm the skin, and also as a repellent before it happens. That's all right, Kirsty. Soothes emotions. So it's not always soothing for your physical part, your skin, but also emotionally you calm down and ground and relaxes. It's soothing and calming. And also supports restful sleep and breathing. So I was talking about some tips before sleeping, but remember that every person will react differently, and each person have different ways that they prefer to use the oils. And I know a couple of people that actually they sleep quite fast using the lavender, but then they don't have good dreams. So for them, they need to use vetiver. So you need to experiment and see what happens for you. Most of people, lavender, it's great. And lavender is so good because you can use neat, you don't need to dilute. Anyone, any age can use for it. I have questions here. One question. I don't know how to, but oil is good and safe to use on skin and what's not? Yeah, that's a good question. We have in a guide that says what is okay to use neat directly to your skin, or which ones you have to dilute, or only if you have sensitive skin you need to dilute. And we also have other resources of books, for example, that contain these details, because we have lots of oils. Oregano, for example, I'll talk a little bit about that later on, so you have a little bit of idea of topically, okay? I don't know if I could answer properly your question. It's a good question, but it's not a very short one. So that's why we are always consulting our resources if you're not sure. But lavender is very mild, so you can put neat. You can put directly to your skin. Otherwise, we always recommend to use fraction coconut oil actually instead of normal coconut oil. There you go. The fraction coconut oil has, if you don't have it, that's fine, but that's the best option with essential oils because it has a chemical chain is smaller than the normal coconut oil or other carrier oils. So what happens if you use another carrier oil? If you put the oil and then essential oil, the chemical chain is so big that it blocks a little bit the absorption of essential oil. And with fraction 1, the fraction coconut oil, the chain is smaller, so it helps to absorb even more and evaporate less. So you feel less smell. So when I want to put around my neck and behind my ears, for example, in my chest, and I want the smell, usually I don't dilute with coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil. I just put the oil if my is not sensitive, so most oils I can use neat. Otherwise, the coconut oil. Now, Kami, I think you need to dilute. Yeah, usually we say to dilute with coconut oil because you don't dilute the benefit, okay? Because you observe even more with this friend here, because it will evaporate less. Do you have a brand you suggest? Yeah, Carmen, tonight we are talking about doTERRA. We already covered a little bit of why I have chosen doTERRA, and I can talk to you after the webinar more about it, and also send you all these resources for you, if that's all right. Yeah. Do you have it? Sometimes I want to buy some shows, but I'm afraid. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's why we are talking about doTERRA tonight, because they do several tests to certify that they are pure and potent, and it's beyond organic because they test for all these chemical things. Because actually, organic, depending on the law, it means that they have a piece of paper saying that the soil is organic, no chemicals there, but it doesn't mean that your product that you're buying in the final version is organic and is chemical-free. And actually, it's a percentage. So till a percentage, it needs to be organic. After that, can be anything. So CPTG is the quality grade, let's say, of doTERRA that guarantees this high quality. If it's not in that pattern that they want, they don't produce the oil. So that's why sometimes some oils we don't have for a long time. Most of them we have the entire year, but a couple of them just sometimes. Yeah. Carmen, did you find about the webinar through Facebook? Any friend invited you? Was through me or another person? If it was through my Facebook, so we can talk about how you can get your oils. I'll talk a little bit about it in the end, and you can get them if you want. And I also can send you after the webinar the more information about it. Cool? Yay, you're welcome. Next oil. Oh gosh. This is a must. Frankincense is the king of the oils. And we think sometimes that essential oils are something new. They are not, okay? Frankincense essential oil, for example, was used in ancient Egypt. You know those beautiful black makeups that they use? It was a plant-based thing or mineral, I don't remember, but mixed with frankincense essential oil. For your skin, for beauty, excellent. And we say that if you're not sure which oil to go with Frankie. Frankie is very supportive for your immune system and your nerve system. It's so small. Some of the natural chemical compounds are so tiny that they pass the brain barrier, which is not, it doesn't happen with all essential oils and all compounds, but some compounds in frankincense do that. So that's why frankincense and myrrh are very famous in Christmas time, for example, and makes sense to support nerve system development, because both of them pass this brain barrier and support your nerve health. Another questions here. Yep, cool, Carmen. Yeah, because sometimes, yeah, I don't know why Webna Jam don't ask the surname. So sometimes I'm not sure which Kirsty, which Carmen is. Cool. Yeah, I love frankincense. Yeah, this oil is the oil that you can combine with practically any other oil. It will enhance the benefit of that oil, and I just love it. And you can also use internally. So I'll do it right now, to be honest. 1 drop on the tongue or in that soft part of the roof of your mouth. With tea, I love it. I tried this this week in T2 with a special different chai latte that we mix different things. And I put 1 drop of frankincense in my mouth because I wasn't sure if it would be okay, so I didn't mix in my cup, and was so delicious. Yeah, and it helps you at the same time. That helps you to ground, also helps you to reset. So if you're a little bit foggy, it helps you to give a little bit of energy again. So this one, the cool thing about frankincense of doTERRA is that to enhance the benefits of it, and to make a unique frankincense oil, what they did, they mixed 3 different species. So each species have a little bit different compounds, or the proportion of them. So combining them, the potency is incredible. So it comes from Oman, Somalia, and other areas of North Africa. So you can check more about frankincense essential oil and the health benefits of it in the pubmed.gov. So I'll write it down for you. pubmed.gov. Check it out. It's super cool. If you're not sure, go with Frankie, seriously. And the smell is so good. I love it. It's a very good essential oil for nourishing the blood and the brain. You can use topically for beauty, for a beautiful skin. Take internally to support immunity. Good nutrition for aches and pains in general, because of the support of the nerve system, and also hormonal production. And yeah, if you're not sure, when in doubt, use frankincense, which is the king of oils. Cool. Next one, T3. Any questions about frankincense? Accuracy, that's a good a good question that I can't really talk about, because by law we can't say that they cure the, sorry, interruption here, sorry. We can't say, because of law and everything, especially in US, that essential oils cure, or we are here to diagnose anything. No, we're not. We are here to give you natural alternatives to support your body to heal yourself, to enhance this power of self-healing and also detoxing. Sounds good. But one thing, because Kirsty is asking about cancer, one thing, essential oils are a huge source, incredible source of antioxidants. So it combats free radicals. So that's what I can say. Cool. T3. T3 or Melaleuca, of course, is from here, Australia. Yeah. It's an incredible, incredible oil. It's so potent. It's strong, guys. If you think those things that you buy in normal supermarkets are already strong, and those ones with alcohol, don't do that. I used to do that. Don't do that. Okay, so some tips about tea tree. Add to shampoo to nourish your scalp, and apply topically to nourish skin. Good for feet, good for mouth and skin. Nourishes sores and rashes. And you can also apply to cotton ball to soothe ear discomfort. It's not the only one that you can use for ears discomfort, but remember, essential oils, no eyes, no down there, usually no. And for ears, never directly, okay? So if you check that is an oil that can help with your ear discomfort, you grab a little bit of cotton, make a bowl, put 1 drop, and then you can apply, okay? You can leave there so it will evaporate inside your ear. So the vapor of the essential oil will do the work. So it's one of the oils that also, all of them actually also in the Aroma Touch technique, which is very, very cool. If you know someone that is certified to do it, go for it. So for cleaning, in general cleaning as well, tea tree is amazing, okay? Next one, oregano or oregano, depends on where you're from. It comes from Turkey. It's a super, super boost for your immune system, guys. So it's very, very natural immune support. But remember that this is one of the examples that you shouldn't apply neat in your skin, okay? Especially, like, it's very good for tags. So if you want a part of your skin that you want to not exist anymore, what you do, you put another carrier oil around, so you protect the healthy skin, and then you grab a toothpick, get the essential oil of oregano, and then you paint the tag, okay? Because you don't want to touch, and then you need to do 2-3 times a day, and it will fall down. It will fall. So if you apply neat like that in healthy skin, especially that many times in a row, it will open your skin, okay? So not good idea. So, and also I love to use to season sauces sometimes and food. Remember to not heat, and it's very, very strong. All these herbal ones are quite strong, so usually 1 drop is too much. So again, toothpick a little bit and stir. Okay. It supports health in general. It's good for feet. And what, as I said, so we'll talk about another blend, another essential oil, which is a blend that's very good for your immune system. But definitely oregano is another thing that really boosts. It's a bomb, oregano, with the other one, the blend. Next one, lemon. Oh, I love lemon. I was diffusing all day today. Helps you to organize, to be organized. It's uplifting. All the citrusy oils are made by cold press with the skin of the fruit. All the other oils are cold distilled. and very low temperature, but they are distilled, and citrusy ones are coldest. It's from Italy, Sicily, and you can drink in your water daily. Usually I have the metabolic blend that has lemon, but sometimes I have only lemon. And one interesting thing is that nowadays a lot of people know that lemon water is very healthy, but if you have every day lots of citrusy, what happens, and amount goes away. It's not good for your teeth because it's too acidic. It comes alkaline only in your stomach and after a little bit of process. So it's acidic and comes alkaline, so which is very healthy, but not in your mouth. Essential oils are acidic, so if you buy in drugstores, for example, the pH strips, you can test it's acidic. But once touches your saliva, you can test again in your mouth. It's already alkaline. So that's fine for your mouth and your teeth. It soothes irritated throat, neutralizes odors, naturally breaks down petrochemicals in the body. That is so cool. If you want to experiment something very, very cool, you get those cups. How can I say the material? I forgot the name in English. Sorry, guys. That is from petrol. So it's not the plastic, but the other one. You put it and the 1 drop of lemon, and it will just destroy it. You see. And that's why when you have citrusy oils, you can't have contact with plastic. Otherwise, it will, if you put in a plastic cup and then water and citrusy oil, it will get all these petrochemicals from the plastic and put in your water. Not good. It will do that in your body, so it helps to clean the petrochemicals and plastics that we consume and detox that. But always in metal and glass, okay? What's more? Oh, lemon has a huge list. It's super versatile. Remember, peppermint, lavender, lemon. Super versatile, super affordable essential oils. My assistant here, my partner. The word that I was looking for is styrofoam. Thank you. Yeah, petrochemicals, styrofoam. It will destroy lemon. That's it. Dilute in spray bottle to clean home and kitchen. So very good for general clean. Very, very high in antioxidants, and it's a very great detoxifier. And elevates your mood. It's very uplifting. Next one, Ice Blue. It's a blend. So now the blends. Ice Blue or Deep Blue, depends if you order from US or Australia. It's a super cool blend. It when I was suffering with very strong low back pain, I tried this for the first time and I thought, okay, if you have a painkiller, it takes around 20 minutes, half an hour, so it will probably take around the same time. So I apply my low back, and then, gosh, you know, less than 5 minutes, totally gone. After a while, I had a stiff neck, and it helped, but it didn't go away completely. I need to do chiropractor adjustments. But anyways, usually this one is awesome. Also for circulation, before and after exercise, best thing, no pain. This is a blend of pure essential oils. As always, it's very good to nourish muscles and joints. You can rub on arms and legs before and after exercise. Put in the bottom of your feet and your joints, especially your knees. And if you know that that day is leg training, for example, your legs. And then if that day is arms, so in your arms, okay? Got it? Any questions? Apply to tired and aching joints and use to deep tissue massage. If you have a big day, go for it. Ice blue, deep blue, especially in your lower back. Even if you don't have pain there, it's a part like shoulders and lower back, and always bottom of feet. We always say bottom of feet because it's the part of your body. It's the same of under your tongue, but sometimes you don't want to have internally. So topically, bottom of feet is the part of your body that absorbs faster. So in half minutes in your bloodstream. Yeah, half minute is that quick. Next one, easy air or breathe. I love this one. And because it's so wonderful, they have different products like these one. Just sensational. This one is a stick that you can put in your chest, for example, to help opening your airways. It's great. So it's another blend. It nourishes your lungs and sinuses, so those parts here, all your airways. You can diffuse at night for healthy and restful breathing. So people that have breathing issues, it's an excellent blend. Peppermint and Breathe or Easy Air are the best ones for people that have any respiratory issues, okay? So because it helps to support the natural health and also the respiratory system in general, and opens the airways naturally. One tip, one suggestion is apply 2 or 3 drops on your chest and bottom of feet as needed for seasonal respiratory discomfort. And you can put in your hand as well, 1 drop, and deep breath. Sometimes I put behind my ears as well because you can, like chest and behind ears, to smell it. Okay, next one, Digest Zen. Do you have any questions, guys? I'll keep going, okay, if you don't ask me anything, but feel free to make questions anytime. Next one, Digest Zen. So Digest Zen is another blend. It's the digestive blend and has 7 essential oils. It eases digestive discomfort if you have occasionally, eases motion sickness or nausea. You can use it at a meal time for comfortable digestion. So to support, even if you don't have digestive issues, you can have it to just support a better digestion. And one suggestion is applying 2 or 3 drops on a stomach, in your tummy, or drink in water. Or some people don't, it has phenol, so it's quite licorice. I love it, but some people don't like that much. So especially the taste, some people don't like the smell and much less the taste. So if you can put bottom of feet, tummy, or if you don't like that because of the smell, you can put in veg capsules and take it. And doTERRA also having soft gels, so easy to take. Any questions, guys? Keep going. And the last one, On Guard, another blend. This is the protective blend. It is the best thing to support your immune system, and combined with oregano and frankincense is just whoo, amazing. Okay, so because it's so good, doTERRA has a whole range of products with these blend infused. So they have, I didn't bring here, but they have the toothpaste, which is naturally whitening, no fluoride. Especially if you have like cinnamon and clove, you will love it. They have foaming hand wash, and then they sell the pumps as well, so you can wash your hands and kill all the bad stuff in your hands. But it's not like alcohol that you destroy the natural defense of your hands. So you kill what you don't want and keep what you want. If makes sense. And also this one, the cleaner concentrate. You can dilute it to clean everything in your home, and clove that is one of the oils in it. It's very, very, very effective for mold. So toilets, bathrooms, excellent. Anything else? They also have the laundry detergent. How cool is that? Among other things, they also have the beetlets, peppermint and On Guard beetlets, which are only 1 drop of the blend of the essential oil in kind of gelatin, softy thing, so you can have it. Yeah, Sophie is saying that her daughter had a tummy ache, and she gave her 2 drops of digestion in a glass of water, and her tummy ache went away quickly. Yeah, I know. Sometimes people say, oh my God, how quickly was that? How possible is that? Yeah, your body recognizes plants, guys, especially when they are so potent, concentrated, and pure. Okay, so On Guard, the protective blend. Protective mouth rinse. So if you don't have the toothpaste, what you can do is just rinse. Or also the coconut oil pulling, the normal coconut oil, it's very good to do a detox in the morning, especially. So you stay with that pulling. You can put 1 drop of On Guard on that, and then remember to spit that, okay? Don't swallow it when you're doing the coconut oil pulling. Diffuse in air to eliminate airborne threats. So yeah, you get rid of the bad stuff, but keep your support for your overall health. Excellent for immune system, as I said. 1 tip, apply 2-3 drops on your spine or bottom of feet for this overall wellness and health. And it contains nature's most powerful antioxidant, which is in the clove essential oil. Cool? Okay, so those are the 10 essential oils that I want to focus on tonight. Any other questions, guys? We are a little bit, we took a little bit more than I was thinking of because we dropped off in the beginning. And yeah, some people were asking me to wait a little bit. Yep. What I want to add is that you can contact me in my Facebook page, Harmonia Pilates. It's brand new, less than a week, so there's not a lot of information there yet, but you can also contact me in my Facebook personal page, which is Larissa S.R. Bombo, B-O-M-B-O. And also my phone, I'll put it again. 61 is Australia, 0411215401. Cool. If you want to purchase oils, if you think it's a cool idea to add in your wellness path, you can, you're welcome, Sophia. You can please contact the person that invited you to this webinar. And if it was me, if you found me on Facebook or something, contact me later on. If you just need more information, if you want samples, if you want to try, you can come to our workshops. So every first Monday of the month in Brisbane, one class, and then the same class will be on the Gold Coast in the third Monday of the month. So on 21st here on the Gold Coast will be the same class that we had in Brisbane this Monday, which will be very, very cool. It's chakras, mood, and essential oils. It's one of my favorites till now, and it's super, super cool. And we teach in those other workshops how you can incorporate essential oils in basically everything that you do, like from waking up, brushing your teeth, eating, exercising, all these things that we talk about in the beginning to support a healthy lifestyle. Eating right, exercise, rest, managing stress, reduce toxin load, and also detoxing. And also your informed self-care and proactive medical care. You can incorporate essential oils in everything. And if you don't want to substitute your products, for example, having the shampoo and conditioner from doTERRA, you can add essential oils in your own products. So it's super cool. Every day I try different things and experiment different things. And another thing is that each person will react differently, and the same person will react differently with the same oil. So this new kit, for example, the emotional aromatherapy, is one of my favorites, especially when I'm doing my tapping sessions, my EFT sessions. They are awesome. And usually my favorite one is peace. But when I just noticed recently that when I'm already feeling very peaceful and calm, actually my favorite usually is passion. So, and what happens sometimes is that you like an essential oil, but one day, depending on how emotional you are or even physically, if you smell the essential oil, your stomach may be turned. And it's a sign that you probably need that oil, or you need to address something else. Any other questions? I'm so excited that you could come. Hopefully the recording will get this big part, not the first one that we drop out, and people will have access to this amazing information. So if you want to purchase the doTERRA essential oils, you have two options, basically. The normal full price, the retail price, or you can to purchase the wholesale. You have two options. You buy an enrollment kit. So two of these are the oils that we talk about tonight, the most basic ones. I started with this one because it comes with the diffuser, and it's a super cool diffuser. Because sometimes I buy another diffuser of another brand, and it's super pretty, and I also buy it because of the colors, because I work with color therapy. But actually the smell of the oil is not that strong, and sometimes I notice that when it turns off, the oil, there's still a little bit of oil there, and the doTERRA diffusers are a little bit better in this way, so you use less oils and smell more. So we have lots of different options. There's more enrollment kits that you can choose from. So if you buy, if you enroll with an enrollment kit, you don't need to pay the $35 fee to have the the wholesale price, and you can also accumulate points to exchange for products, and it's a whole bunch of benefits when you are in wholesale. If you buy until the 15th day of each month, for example, in a specific amount that each month they will say, usually it's 125 PV points, you receive a free oil. Every single month they have a free product if you're in this program. I'll talk here, loyalty reward program. So if you have any questions about that, you can contact me later on, or the person that invited you here. If you need help with your wellness path, please contact me as well, even if it's not essential oil. If it's whole food, nutrition, Pilates, mindset, so EFT, emotional freedom techniques, tapping, and also colotherapy. In all my Pilates classes, I incorporate at least 2 other things, which are the colotherapy and the essential oils. So feel free to contact me, enjoy the oils, embrace self-care, and be happy. Any other comments, guys? I hope you enjoy that. I know that I enjoy it. And okay. And then, yeah, I think we can finish tonight with that. Thank you so much for coming live. I want to thank Scotty Z, which is one of my mentors. He's my coach currently, and he's also my sponsor, my webinar sponsor. So thank you very much, Scotty Z. Also, my family is always supporting me, especially my parents, and also my partner, Marcelo, which is close here, and help me and watching as well. And he always helped me when I have some, when I need help around here when I'm doing my webinars. Thank you very much for you guys that came out live, which is very cool to interact. Thank you everyone that will watch the recording as well. I know that we can't be in 2 places at the same time. I know how it is. Like tonight, I would have 2, 3 different events as well, and I choose to come here and volunteer a little bit, spread the message, and educate other people, and hopefully bring a little bit of inspiration in your wellness path and connecting the dots. That's my work. I'm a wellness connector. I'm here for you. So thank you so much, and have a great night. Enjoy your oils. Keep oiling. Thank you. Bye-bye.